Okay, very good morning class. So today we are going to do some revision, chapter wise revision. The first chapter is our number system. We already discussed these things in previous classes. So now we are at the end of the session. We have completed our syllabus and we are going to start our revision today. So in today's revision class, we are going to see the number system. Okay. In the number system, we are going to see the numbers, the types of number. But firstly, you see the definition which I am written here, the real number and imaginary number. That way I have already told you that every number exists are imaginary number. Why, sir? Because the number which can be formed of the real number and the imaginary numbers, they form the actual number. That you're going to be see in your higher classes, but I will tell you how their looks. So z equals to a plus ib form. This one is a real number and this one is your imaginary number. Okay, imaginary number. Is that clear, class? So now further, in a set of real number or the formation of the real number, the basically seen in the form of set of natural number, whole numbers, integers, rational and irrational number. And as we know that the R is a sign or R is a symbol which used to represent the real number. Is that clear, class? Nextly, you see the natural number is generally denoted by n, that is a capital N. Natural number denoted by n, that is our capital N, and it start with 1. That is very simple. The counting numbers are basically natural number. Is that clear? The counting numbers are basically natural number. Here you see already I have written here the counting. These are the counting numbers from starting from 1 and 1, 2, 3 up to the infinity. That means 1, 2, 3 ... positive of infinity. Clear, class? Okay. Secondly, you see there is a whole number, and whole number we know that includes 0 along with counting number. Includes 0 along with counting number. So we can say that the whole number, and whole number generally denoted by W, capital W is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 ... up to the infinity. Is that clear, class? So now can you tell me that every whole number is a natural number? Every whole number is a natural number. Or now you can tell me that every natural number is a whole number. Yes. So what should we say that except 0? Non-natural number. See, just because of 0, it's becoming your whole number. Is that clear, class? Thank you. So let's see. Let's see the integer. That in the previous classes, that means in your lower classes, you have already seen or saw those things that like a integer. That integer is means their negative, positive, including 0. Negative, positive, including 0 is known as integer. Is that clear, class? Here you see we have a set that is -3, -2, 1, 0 are generally called as an integer, and they are denoted by -3, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that is -3, -2, -1, 0 and so on. Is that clear, class, up to here? So now we are coming to our most important topic, that is called a rational number. What is rational number? Rational numbers are those numbers which we know that the number which exist in the form of P by Q or expressed in the form of P by Q is known as a rational number. Up to this much we know these things. Here you see, I have already written the things. That is a number which can be expressed in the form of a fraction, that is p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. That is the most important thing. The q should not be equal to 0. Is that clear, class? We have some examples. See, 3 by 5 minus 2 by 9 minus 3 by 4 and so on, and most importantly it is generally denoted by capital Q. Is that clear, class? So now tell me, how many numbers can be exist between two rational numbers? Speak up. Infinitely, sir. There are many numbers are there between two rational numbers. We have so many rational numbers between two rational numbers. For an example, if I ask to calculate or find n numbers of rational number between 3 and 4, what you will do? For while I asked to find that rational numbers between 3 and 4, so what will do? So definitely there are n numbers, there are multiple numbers are there. If I say you find out the n numbers, sir, n is not clear here. N may be a natural number. Yes, 100% is natural number. That means I have tell you already that n plus 1 of numerator by n plus 1 of denominator of both the numbers. By this process, we can easily calculate the n numbers of rational numbers between the two rational given numbers. Is that clear, class? Any doubt here? So the basic form you know that. Now move to the next thing. Irrational number. If a number can be expressed in the form of p by q, if the number can be expressed in the form of p by q, that number can be say that rational. That definitely something is opposite of this thing. That number cannot be in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0. Where q is not equal to 0. So we can say that that number is irrational number. And we know that the irrational numbers are, that is root 3, root 2, root 5, pi. Possible? 100% possible. These numbers are generally irrational numbers. We know that. Is that clear, class? Up to here is much clear? Very good. So their subparts are, please look once very carefully. Real number and their decimal expansions. These are two cases of decimal expansion. Within the real number, we know that they are divided into two cases. With the decimal form, with the decimal but different forms. Let's see. So let's see, remainder becomes 0. Decimal expansion of a number whose remainder becomes 0 after the sum steps, it's called terminating. So what we got? First most important word, terminating. Matlab after something is divided and no more after the decimal numbers are occurring, they are vanished. Some after some steps of the after some steps, then we can say that that number is your terminating. And terminating numbers are also known as rational numbers. Yes or no, class? What is the second category of the rational number? The number which terminate but repeating. Number which terminate but repeating. Okay? So it becomes recurring, we can say that. What is become? That means number which not terminate and recurring. Number which not terminate and number which terminate, the number which, sorry, So here you see the further divided into two non-terminating recurring and non-terminating non-recurring. Okay class, that means we know that number which terminate is a rational number, number which not terminate but repeated, number which is not terminated but repeated. So that means if I say 1.23 is a rational number, 100% it's a rational number. Now say 0.5 is a rational number, 100%. So now say 1.21 dot dot dot. Now is it a rational number? Yes, is a rational number because it's non-terminating but repeating. So these numbers are generally known as rational numbers. So sir, that means, so what is the condition of irrational number? If these two condition is followed for rational number, then definitely the numbers which not terminate, even more not repeating. Okay, that means we can say that 1.101, 1.001, 0001. So such kind of numbers are generally what? Irrational numbers. Is that clear class? Okay. So you see some examples I have already written here as I have shown in the board also. Pi equals to 3.145926 and so on. That number is continuously changing. Even more, that numbers are not even terminating and even more not repeating. So such conditions are known as speaker. That means number becomes irrational numbers. Is that clear class? Well, yeah. So there are few deleted topics that is representing of the real numbers. So leave it, this topic. So there are some operations of a real number. Very interesting point in examination point of view. That is what? Operations on a real number. Operations on a real number. Here we have some examples. That is 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus 2 root 3. 2 plus root 3, 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus 2 root 3. Now dear students, we know that this kind of numbers are irrational number, no doubt is there. So we can say that's 2 plus 2, 4. So now root 3 minus 2 root 3. Minus root 3. Very good. So we can write down 4 minus 3 root 3. This should be the answer. Please note it down in a class copy class. Which one? Okay. Please note down class. So next one you see. Next one is about to subtract. Next one is about to subtract. Let me see. 2 plus root 3 minus 2 minus 2 root 3 class. First question was add. Now second question we have subtract. 2 plus root 3 minus 2 minus 2 root 3. Is it okay class? So we can say that 2 plus root 3. Now once we open the bracket, what we see? Once we open the bracket, that negative sign multiply with the plus 2, it becomes minus plus minus, so it becomes minus 2. Okay, the same thing we are do. Minus is multiply with minus, what we get there? Definitely plus, that is 2 root 3. Is that clear class? Now add on beta. 2 minus 2 cancel out and this becomes 3 root 3. Is that clear class? Please note it down these things. Please note it down these things. Okay, done. Sure, बढ़िया. So now Third Wells operation is called multiplication operation. That is your 2 root 2 multiplied with 3 root 3. 3 root 3. Okay. So here we is going to see some kind of introduction of indices, that is exponents and power, which you already saw in previous class like class 8. So there is some small introduction we are going to see together. Now see, 2 cross 3 is 6 undoubtedly, but when we discuss about anything in the form of root a cross root b, anything in the form of root a cross root b, that should be written as under root ab, product form of under root ab. Is that clear, class? Clear? So what we say, that root 2 cross root 3, root 2 cross root 3, it rise up the condition of under root ab. Okay, that we write 2 cross 3, 6 under root 6. Please everybody, please see once here. 2 cross root 3, root 2 cross root 3, rise the condition of under root ab. Here a is your 2 and b is your 3. Is that clear, class? That becomes 6 root 2 under root 2 cross 3. So it gives rise the condition of 6 root 6. Is that clear? So why this kind of questions are important? Because this kind of rules we are applying, that is reason such kind of questions are important, because when we go for further topics like rationalizing the denominator, this concept we will use there. Okay, so that is reason while we are using such conditions, you should mention in your examination answer sheet that we are using this kind of condition, or just like it, write it in the one small bracket. Okay, so now fourth and last operation, that is called a division operation. Fourth and last operation, that is called a division operation. Let me see. See, that means we can say that what is 10 root 15 divided by root 5. This is the question, bache. This is the question. Here you see root 10 root 15 divided by 15. So sorry, root 5. So you see already I have solved there. That is 10 root 15 by root 5 is equal to, if we use the rule root a cross root b is equal to under root of ab, this vice versa is applied or not? जब का उसका उल्टा हो रहा तो सीधा भी तो हो सकता है ना, same way. So nothing will change. So I use there 10 root 3 cross root 5. Root 5 cancel out. So what we got there? 10 root 3. Is that clear, class? Any doubt here? Any doubt? All clear? Very nice. So now we are going to see some examples which are important, but before that some facts are very, very important for your examination, especially your MCQ part. If you know this part, please note it down. Some facts are sum or difference of a rational number and irrational number is irrational number. Please, very, very important point, because once the examiner he and she used to give this kind of questions. Most of the paper this kind of MCQs are available there. Second point, you see the product or quotient of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is also a irrational number. Clear? Please note it down these things. Hurry up, hurry up. And third point, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide, what does it mean? All the operations, while we are using all the operations of two irrational numbers, please see the word, two irrational numbers, then the result may be a rational or irrational. Yes, These 3 points are very vital points, okay, which are important for your final examinations. Okay, let's go for some questions. Okay. So, rationalizing denominator. We have a lot of questions here, but before doing the rationalization, I will go to tell you about some laws of exponents of real number. That is a number which is in a form of x the power m multiplied with the x the power n, x the power m multiplied with the x the power n, then rise the condition of x the power m plus n. Why? Whenever base are same, powers are different. Again I am repeating, whenever bases are same, powers are different, then power is always add on. Powers are always add on. Okay bache, the same thing is happened when x the power m, when x the power m divided by x the power n, when x the power m divided by x the power n equals to, that means when bases are same in division form, please mark my word, when bases are same in division form, their powers get subtracted. Their power gets subtracted. So we say that x the power m minus n. Good class? Clear? Any doubt here? These two rules are very much important. Let's see for if x the power m whole the power n, if x the power m whole the power n, this rise the condition of x the power mn. Suppose if I am right, say that x the power 12 is given to you. Class, please focus here. X the power 12 is given to you. Then it give rise the condition of x the power 2 whole the power 6 is possible. You see, try to correlate this C point with this expression. Point C, try to correlate the point C with this expression. What we are getting? So that condition of both are same. Okay, so that means if x the power 2 multiplied with the 4, it gives us x the power 8. So this type of conditions you may use during the rationalization, finding the value of x, finding the value of y, and so on. Is that clear, class? If this time, in fourth point is a very vital point. Why? This time bases are different, power are same. Bases are different, but powers are same. That what will be happen? Bases are multiplied with the entire power. So you see, x the power m multiplied with y the power m, which give rise the condition of xy the power m. Is that clear, class? Any doubt here? Okay. So now, before we start some questions, we have to some rationalizing the denominator. Very important point for your examinations. Chalo, let's do some example first. Please everyone start writing the first example. You see that rationalizing the 1 whole by root 2 plus 3. 1 whole by root 2 plus 3, and very beginning of this session I have taught you already, in denominator irrational number cannot be form the proper number. So we said that is reason we always rationalize the denominator. We always rationalize the denominator to remove the irrational number from the base or the denominator. Is that clear, class? So you see, we have 1 by root 2 plus 3. We have 1 by root 2 plus 3. So we can say that 1 by root 2 plus 3 we multiply in denominator and numerator with their conjugates. That means root 2 minus 3 by root 2 minus 3. So now बच्चे, please you cancel out this thing, you will getting this one or not. Okay, आप इसको कैंसिल करो, वापस आपको यही मिलना है, चेंज तो होगा नहीं. So that means 1 by root 2 plus 3 multiplied by root 2 minus 3 by root 2 minus 3. Okay, so now you see root 2 minus 3 whole by root 2 plus 3 multiplied with root 2 minus 3. So what is it? What does it form? A plus B, A minus B. A plus B, A minus B form. It's very easily we can be observe these things. So while this kind of condition is rises in a given question, you should write it down the beside of the solution, since A square minus B square equals to A plus B, A minus B. Is it clear to everyone? You should mention, because this kind of things help you out to justify this kind of expressions. Is that clear, class? Okay. So that means root 2 minus 3 whole by root 2 का square, then minus 3 square. So what is the ultimate answer, बच्चे? Can you tell me? That means our answer is root 2 minus 3 within bracket, that is 4 minus 9. Yes or no? Everybody getting this much? Sorry, 2 minus 9. 2 minus 9. Okay. So that means minus 1 by 7 root 3 minus root 2 minus 3. This is the answer. Please note it down. Minus 1 by 7 multiplied with root 2 minus 3. Okay. Yes, minus 1 by 7. Is that clear, class? Any doubt here? Thank you. Please note it down. So now there are some few interesting examples. Okay, that is so that 272727 is equals to 1.27 bar. And what is the meaning of bar, bache? That numbers are repeating with regular interval of time. So we can say that whether we writing entire expression, we put a bar over there. Expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Okay, chalo, let's see. Everybody have written this much? Okay. Okay, you see the question number 1 from, let's take the question number 2, that one. So here we have 1.2727 dot equals to 1.27 bar. Okay, so we can say that x equals to 1.27 bar. Yes or no? Anna, we can say that. We assume that is 1.27 bar is bx. Okay, or we can say that x equal to 1.2727 dot. Clear? What we do, we simply multiplied both sides with 100. Why? Whenever the bar over the numbers, we will calculate how many numbers are under the bar. There are 2 numbers, then we multiplied that numbers of zeros. That is, there are 2 numbers that will be multiplied with 100. If there are 1 number, that will be multiplied with 10. If there are 3 numbers, then multiplied with thousands. Very good, class. So we say that multiplying both sides by 100. Okay, class. Multiplying both sides by 100. Okay. Let's say 100x is equals to 127.2727 dot. Any doubt here? You see what I did? Multiplying both sides by 100, it becomes 100x. which is equivalent to 127.272727. Is that clear, class? So what we need to do, we simply after the 100x, we will segregate the decimal part and the whole number. We segregate the decimal part and the whole part here. That is 127 plus 0.272727 dot dot dot. Okay, class? Then we can say that 127 plus, not rather we will write 126 plus 1 plus 0.272727 dot dot dot. Clear? Then 127 plus 1.272727. So now bache, see 1.2727 is equivalent to 1.27. Let's say this should be equation 1. Yes or no? Let's say this one equation 1. So what we say that 126 plus 1.271 bar. Okay. So now what is the value of 1.27? You see, we have already written in the above. Let's say 2 number. From 2 we can say that 1.27 is x. That is 126 plus x. Please write it down up to here. Okay. Is that clear, class? Okay. Let's move. So we can say that 100x minus x equals to 126. Is it possible? Is it possible, class? 100% possible. Because what I did, I simply shifted to the x on the left side. So what we get? 99x equals to 126. Is that clear, class? So what is ultimate x value? 126 by 99. Now is it in a proper answer? No, sir. Why? Because these numbers are not in their lowest form. Because both the numbers are multiple of 3. Both the numbers are multiple of 3. So now cancel out. Tell me what should be the answer. Say louder. 14 by 11. Very good. X equals to 14 by 11. This is the answer. And this kind of questions carry at least 3 marks. 14 by 11. This is a very important question for your final examinations. And moreover, you will see this kind of questions in a competitive levels when you go for after the schooling for the jobs. Clear, class? Very good. So let's see for the same question I have given you. The question number 2, oh sorry, that should be a 0. That should be a 0. Okay. That is mistyped. 0.235235, same way. No issues there. We should multiply with both side 100. Why 100? I was the 2 numbers. So that is the reason we were multiplying both side by 100. And the same procedure will be followed. Done, class? Very nice. So you see, question number 3, the rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Let's solve the. So which one? Let's say, class, who will solve? Which will solve? Second one or third one? Third one. Second. Okay. Okay. Let's solve the second one first. 3 ka second one. So beta, before already I have taught you how to rationalize the denominator. The same principle will be applied here. So let's try. 5 whole by root 3 minus root 5. No doubt is there. Okay. That means 5 by root 3 minus root 5 cross root 3 plus root 5 whole by root 5 plus root 5. But I have already said you these things. That anything is there. Suppose they are multiplied with 1. So 1 value may possible. 100% possible. No issues there. 1 का कुछ भी वैल्यू हो सकता है. कुछ भी वैल्यू हो सकता है. 1 को हम जैसे चाहे वैसे लिख सकते हैं. So what we'll say that 5 by 3 root 5, that means 3 root 3 plus root 5, root 3 plus root 5. Okay, is it clear, class? So now can you tell me a minus b multiplied with a plus b, rise the condition of, very good, a square minus b square, root 3 plus root 5, that is root 3 का square minus root 5 का square बच्चा. Any doubt here? Okay, so that means 5 root 3 plus root 5, what will be the answer? 3 minus 5 is equals to minus 2. So this is the answer. Okay, and the next question we will do in the next class. For today, thank you.